Alright, let's get into it. Throughout history, there are stories that just stick with you. Tales of lost treasures, mythical beings, and places that seem to defy explanation. We're drawn to the unknown, to the puzzles that time has left behind for us to solve. Today, we're diving headfirst into 4 of the most compelling and controversial discoveries ever made. These aren't just campfire stories, they're real-life mysteries backed by tantalizing clues, physical evidence, and eyewitness accounts that continue to challenge everything we think we know about our past. From the deserts of Nevada to the shores of India, from a cursed island in Canada to a secret base in the UK, these enigmas have captivated explorers, baffled scientists, and fueled endless debate for generations. Are we talking about forgotten history, elaborate hoaxes, or something truly otherworldly? Each story is a rabbit hole of its own, filled with strange artifacts, ancient legends, and modern-day treasure hunts that push the boundaries of belief. These are the kinds of mysteries that I live for, the ones that keep you up at night wondering, what if? So, grab your gear and get ready for an expedition into the unexplained. I'm going to lay out the evidence, share the incredible stories, and explore the competing theories. But at the end of the day, the truth is out there for you to find. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm here to present the facts and the legends, and then it's up to you to connect the dots and decide for yourself. Let's begin this adventure together. Our first stop takes us to the stark, arid landscape of Nevada, not far from the town of Lovelock. In 1911, 2 guano miners, David Pugh and James Hart, were digging for fertilizer in a remote cave when their shovels hit something unusual. It wasn't rock, it was bone. As they continued to dig, they uncovered a truly shocking sight: the mummified remains of several human-like figures. But these were unlike any they had ever seen. The skeletons were enormous, reportedly measuring between 7 and 8 feet tall. And even more bizarrely, they still had clumps of distinct red hair clinging to their skulls. This discovery sent shockwaves through the local community, especially because it seemed to confirm a legend that had been passed down for generations by the local Paiute tribe. The Paiute people spoke of a race of fierce, cannibalistic giants they called the Siteka. These giants, described as having reddish hair, were said to have terrorized the Paiute for years. According to the legend, the tribes finally banded together, chased the last of the giants into a large cave, and set a massive fire at the entrance, suffocating those who didn't die from the smoke and flames inside. The miners had seemingly stumbled upon the very same cave from the Paiute oral history. Alongside the giant skeletons, the miners found a trove of fascinating artifacts. There were woven sandals of incredible size. Some sources say they were 15 inches long. They also discovered handcrafted duck decoys, tools, and what appeared to be a calendar carved into a stone. The initial finds were treated carelessly. Some were discarded, others sold off to collectors. Eventually, the University of California got involved, but by then, much of the crucial evidence was lost or scattered. The official reports downplayed the giant aspect, suggesting the remains were of normal-sized people, and the red hair was a result of the burial environment. But the story refuses to die. Was this a genuine discovery of a lost race of giants, just as the Paiute legends described? Or is it a case of tall tales and misinterpreted evidence? Critics argue that the skeletons were likely normal-sized individuals, whose remains were exaggerated over time, and that the red hair is a common result of black hair degrading after centuries in specific soil conditions. Yet, the oversized artifacts and the powerful correlation with Paiute folklore keep the debate raging. The mystery of Lovelock Cave remains a tantalizing what-if in the annals of American archaeology. Next, we journey across the globe to the warm waters separating India and Sri Lanka. Here lies a mystery rooted in one of the most sacred texts of Hinduism, the Ramayana. The epic tells the story of Lord Rama, whose wife Sita is abducted by the demon king Ravana and taken to his kingdom of Lanka. To rescue her, Rama needs to cross the sea with his army of Vanara, or monkey men. The solution? They build a bridge. Led by the brilliant engineer Nala, the Vanara army constructs a massive causeway by throwing stones into the water, which miraculously float. This legendary structure is known as Rama Setu, or Rama's Bridge. For centuries, this was considered pure mythology. But then came satellite imagery. In 2002, NASA images revealed a startling formation, a 30-mile-long submerged chain of limestone shoals and sandbanks, stretching from Pamban Island off the coast of India to Manor Island off Sri Lanka. The structure, now known as Adam's Bridge, follows the exact path described in the Ramayana. Suddenly, a myth had a potential physical counterpart, and the debate exploded. Is this the very bridge built by Lord Rama's army, a man-made structure thousands of years old? The scientific community offers a different explanation. Geologists argue that Adam's Bridge is a natural formation, a tombolo created by sand and sediment accumulating on a natural rise in the seabed, a process called accretion. They point out that the stones are primarily limestone shoals, which are porous and can appear to float under certain conditions before becoming waterlogged. They suggest the bridge's existence is a geological coincidence that was later woven into the epic narrative of the Ramayana. This explanation, however, leaves many unsatisfied. The controversy is far from settled. Some studies claim that the rocks of the bridge appear to be placed upon a sandy marine bed, suggesting they were transported there and are older than the sand they rest on, a hallmark of an artificial structure. The Indian government has even scrapped plans to dredge a shipping channel through the formation due to religious and cultural protests. Whether it's a divine act, a feat of ancient engineering, or a trick of geology, Rama's Bridge remains a powerful symbol where faith and science collide. A submerged mystery that connects the ancient past to the present day. For our third mystery, we're heading north, to a small, unassuming island off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. This is Oak Island, home to the world's longest and most expensive treasure hunt. The story begins in 1795, when a teenager named Daniel McGinnis noticed a strange circular depression in the ground beneath an oak tree, with a ship's tackle block hanging from a branch above it. Convinced he had found the site of buried pirate treasure, he and two friends started digging. What they found was not treasure, but the beginning of an incredible enigma. Just a few feet down, they hit a layer of flagstones. 10 feet deeper, they found a platform of oak logs. They continued digging, finding another log platform every 10 feet. After reaching 30 feet, they gave up, but the legend of the Money Pit was born. Over the next 2 centuries, countless syndicates and treasure hunters would pour millions of dollars into excavating the pit. They encountered more log platforms, layers of charcoal, putty, and coconut fiber, a material not native to Nova Scotia. At 90 feet, they found a stone tablet inscribed with strange symbols, which was allegedly translated to read, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds lie buried. The deeper they dug, the more complex the mystery became. The pit was booby-trapped. Elaborate flood tunnels, connected to the nearby ocean, were designed to fill the shaft with seawater the moment anyone got close to the supposed treasure chamber. These tunnels have thwarted every attempt to reach the bottom. The sheer engineering complexity has led to wild speculation about who could have built such a structure. Theories range from Captain Kidd's pirate treasure to Marie Antoinette's lost jewels, the Holy Grail, Shakespeare's original manuscripts, or even a secret vault built by the Knights Templar. Today, the hunt continues, famously chronicled on the TV series The Curse of Oak Island. The Lagina brothers, armed with modern technology, have uncovered fascinating clues: old coins, parts of a Spanish galleon, a lead cross with potential Templar connections, and evidence of human activity dating back centuries. Yet, the main prize remains elusive, protected by the island's ingenious and deadly design. Is Oak Island a massive hoax that has snowballed over 200 years? Or is it the site of one of history's greatest hidden treasures, just waiting for someone to finally outsmart its ancient guardians? For our final destination, we cross the Atlantic to the rolling hills of North Wales, to a place that has been dubbed the UK's Area 51. This is Rhuddlan Manor, a site with a history as layered as the rock beneath it. For centuries, it was a simple stone mine, a source of building materials for the surrounding region. But during the Cold War, its identity underwent a dramatic and secretive transformation. The UK's Ministry of Defence took over the site, and it became a key part of the Rotor Air Defence Radar System, a clandestine nerve center for monitoring British airspace against potential Soviet threats. After the Cold War, the base was officially decommissioned, but the secrecy didn't end there. In the 1990s, the manor became the focal point of intense UFO speculation. Locals reported strange lights in the sky, bizarre humming sounds emanating from the supposedly abandoned facility, and convoys of military vehicles moving in and out under the cover of darkness. Rumors began to circulate that Rhuddlan Manor was being used for something far more exotic than air defense: the reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology. It was whispered to be the new home for research that had allegedly started in another UK location, Rendlesham Forest. The story gained significant traction when it attracted the attention of Nick Pope, the man who famously ran the British government's UFO project at the Ministry of Defense. Pope investigated the claims surrounding Rutland Manor, lending an air of official credibility to the rumors. He acknowledged the high level of interest and the unusual reports connected to the site, fueling theories that something profound was happening behind its closed doors. Was the UK government secretly studying a crashed alien craft, just as theorists claim the US government does at Area 51? Today, the true purpose of Rutland Manor during that period remains classified. The Ministry of Defense has never fully declassified its activities there, leaving a vacuum of information that has been filled with speculation. Was it simply a storage facility, a training ground, or a forgotten relic of the Cold War? Or was it, as many believe, the epicenter of Britain's deepest and most protected extraterrestrial secrets? The manor stands as a quiet, stone monument to the unknown, a place where Cold War paranoia and modern ufology intersect in a fascinating and unresolved mystery. From red-haired giants in a Nevada cave, to a legendary bridge beneath the waves, from a cursed treasure island to a secret base in the Welsh hills, the world is filled with mysteries that defy easy answers. These stories aren't just fascinating because they're unsolved. They're compelling because they challenge us to think bigger, to question the accepted narrative, and to imagine the incredible possibilities that might lie just beyond the veil of what we know. They remind us that our history might be far stranger and more complex than we've been told. The search for truth is what drives us forward. Whether it's the professional archaeologist, the determined treasure hunter, or you, watching this right now, we all share that same spark of curiosity. And that's where you come in. What do you think is buried on Oak Island? Do you believe the Paiute legends of the Site Ka? I want to hear your theories, your ideas, and your own experiences with the unexplained. The comment section is our digital campfire, so pull up a log and share your story. Thank you for joining me on this expedition into the unknown. The adventure doesn't have to end here. If you love exploring the world's greatest enigmas and chasing down the stories that history forgot, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next journey. There are always more mysteries to investigate and more discoveries to be made. Until next time, keep exploring and never stop asking questions.